Hey, what's up everyone? Epithemy here, and today's video was suggested in the comments by Hydro YouTube, and he wants me to make a video covering spray control or recoil control for all main weapons, and I'm just going to throw in some tips to help you learn and avoid common mistakes that people make. Now, if you do enjoy this video, then definitely be sure to hit that like button. 10 likes would be awesome. Your guys' support is always so great, and I can't thank you guys enough. I appreciate it so much. You guys have been killing the 10 like goal by at least 5 to 10 more likes, so that's so awesome, and thank you so much. Now, if you haven't already, then be sure to check out yesterday's video on tips for not getting outplayed by clicking the cue card up in the top right hand corner. Now, let's hop into today's video. Thank you again to Hydro YouTube for actually suggesting this video, because so many people struggle a lot with spray control and don't try to fix it. Now, as far as covering all weapons recoil pattern and how to control it, then I'd definitely be sure to check out the community made map by Mr. Elliptical, and here's a preview of the map on screen right now. Now, the reason why I just plugged this map rather than going over, every spray pattern one by one for all the main weapons was because it is very easy just to download this map, hop into this map, and you can practice anytime. You don't ever have to come back to the video to try and, remember or memorize, the spray pattern straight from the video. You can go ahead and hop in this map, and you can see it because it shows you on screen above where you are spraying, and it'll show you the exact route that you should take with your crosshair, and you can follow this little green dot on the screen as well. And it just helps out tremendously rather than me just giving you a really general idea of how to do the spray. You could go ahead and do it in this map all by yourself. But I do want to go over some major tips to help you learn recoil patterns and help you improve your spray with any weapon. Now, the first tip I have applies to about the first 10 bullets of any weapon. Now, you only have to pull down within the first 10 bullets. Some of the guns, like the M4, you do have to, shoot a couple bullets and then pull down. Some guns with the AK, you just have to shoot and then pull down. And then there's some guns like the M4A1S where you shoot but you barely pull down. So you really do still have to, go ahead and go into that map and check out the spray pattern and, see how to counter it and see how good you are at it. But essentially, for the first 10 bullets, you only have to pull down, and you should always be able to kill someone within the first 10 bullets, especially with the M4 and the AK. Now, if you don't kill someone in those first 10 bullets, I highly suggest just resetting your spray rather than going all the way through your spray, because you should easily be able to kill someone within the first 10 bullets. Now, the next tip I have to help is not to crouch within your spray unless you know how it's going to change your spray. Many people tend to crouch in the middle of their spray. This can help at times with making yourself harder to hit, but it can really mess up your spray and make you even crouch into another person's spray. A lot of the time, the reason why people do this is because they watch pro matches and pro games, and they always crouch either halfway through their spray or they eventually crouch when they're spraying. Not all the time, but they do. And not a lot of people realize that when you change elevation by crouching, it also changes your spray, and many people don't know how to handle that. So either learn how to handle that or don't do it. That's really the tip for you. Now, another tip I have when it comes to spray control or recoil control is to also practice your general aim, not just your spray. A lot of people will, they're like, yeah, I have my aim down, and then, well, my spray control is lacking. Let's go ahead and practice my spray control. But then they completely forget about still practicing their aim, and then they just practice their spray. And really, you need both. Honestly, if you start your spray at chest height or even head height, you'll almost always be able to take the other player down in a 1v1, killing them within those first 10 bullets, because you'll either hit them in the head or you have their whole chest to just spray bullets into. So you should definitely be able to kill them within 10 bullets. Now, the next tip I have for you is knowing the distance, or having a good idea of how far away the player is will give you a good idea of how far you have to go into your spray and whether or not you are going to be able to kill them within the first 10 bullets pulling down, or if you have to reset your spray or go farther into your spray. Now, also knowing the distance can help you judge if you really should spray or burst or tap fire. Many people don't really do that. They don't judge the distance, and they don't know when to burst or tap fire. They just go straight for the spray. So knowing the distance is actually very important. Now, the final advice I have for you is most definitely practice. So many people will maybe practice for like 10 minutes and think they have it, and they might, for the first couple games, they might have it down. But then after that, they play, or they, come back and play, and it's not within your muscle memory, and it will fade, and you know, those people may never practice again. So always practice your spray, practice your aim, and you know, practice your nades and things like that. But when it comes to learning recoil and, you know, spray control, definitely practice your spray and your aim. Now, it really does take time. It really does take at least an hour of practice every single day, so that way it's finally in your muscle memory and you can do it perfectly, like 99% of the time. So overall, these are just some tips I have to help you learn spray control, and also some general tips to help you from making the same mistakes a lot of people do as well. Now, as far as the specific spray patterns for every weapon, I'd be sure to check out Mr. Littlecool's community map Recoil Master. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, then be sure to drop a like, and if you have any other video suggestions you'd like to see, then leave a comment down below. And thank you again to Hydro YouTube for suggesting this video. Now, my name's Epitome, and I'll catch you all next time.